So I'm actually about to go to my dad's. My video is currently uploading. I mean, it's gonna take 2 more hours on top of like the hour I've already been waiting. Love that for me. It ended up being like almost a 30-minute vlog, so I get why. But my internet is so slow, guys. It's really frustrating. I'm going to my dad's now because I'm just gonna hang out with him. We obviously didn't make it to like the movie that we wanted to go to. That's okay. So I'm just gonna go to his house. We're gonna hang out. I'm probably gonna like play with Bubba a bit, but I'm gonna be taking Muse of Nightmares along with me because maybe I'll get some reading done there. I'm kind of hoping for it. I want to get a little bit more reading done before the end of the night. I have like 2 hours left, so I want to try and maybe make to like 400 pages read. I'm going to grab my little bag, grab my little book sleeve, and I'm gonna listen to Circe on the drive there, I think. I'm kind of getting sleepy now because it's been like a long day. But there's 2 hours and 15 minutes left until my vlog uploads. This is so ridiculous. I hate my internet. I started the exporting process at 8:50, so it's crazy that like it's not even gonna be up until midnight. That is so annoying. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine, it's fine, everything's fine. Okay, peace out, Girl Scout. Good morning. Thursday. It is Thursday, day 4. We already have a reading update, so woo! Love that. I finished Circe. I can't grab it. I finished Circe by Madeline Miller this morning. It was amazing. Really more than I expected it to be. Oh, guys. Okay, kind of side note. Every time like I scrunch my shoulders, I think I was coughing a lot in my sleep last night because my chest hurts so bad. It feels really sore, and I'm like, anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Circe by Madeline Miller. It was so amazing. It was actually so much more than I thought it would be. It really felt like we were from Circe's perspective. It wasn't first person, so like, yeah, Brittany, of course it was from Circe's perspective. But no, it felt like real. It felt like this was her actual life story. It was very realistic, and I loved all the elements. I loved seeing her go through her life. I loved seeing the different stages of her life because she was a goddess. She lived so long, and she did grow and change throughout all of them. She was cruel, and she was kind, and she was weak, and she was strong, and it was just really nice to see all that. I'm actually really glad I ended up picking this up. I was a little nervous about it. I didn't really want to, but I knew that I could get the audiobook, and people had said the audiobook was really good, which I agree. Audiobook was really good, but my favorite part when I was reading this was when I was following along physically. I just feel like I kind of wish I had the time to just read it, but that's okay. There's always time in the future. So I gave this 4.5 stars. Even though I loved it, it didn't have like the 5-star feel for me. It was like more slow paced, which makes sense. Circe didn't have like that much going on, let's be honest, compared to other Greek gods. I really appreciated her life, and that's why it's such a high rating, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, not a lot happened. I'm kind of glad though that that's out of the way because I think I was reading 2 very character-driven stories, which is making it even harder to follow along because obviously Circe is very character-driven. Like there's some plot, but it's about Circe. And Muse is 100% a character-driven story. I didn't end up reading more last night. I'm still on page 304. I do hope to make progress on it today, but I have kind of been in a mood to start Harry Potter. Like I really want to. So I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing about that. I might just read them both at the same time. As for audio, I don't have anything to listen to on audio anymore, and I don't want to listen to any of these really on audio. Maybe Night of Cake and Puppets. Okay, the issue is I kind of already know what I want to listen to on audio right now. Oh, there is an audiobook for it. No, I'm gonna read that physically. What I do want to listen to on audio right now has nothing to do with the reading rush. Recently I saw Books with Chloe talking about From Lukov with Love. It's just like an ice skating story, figure skating, and if you guys didn't know, I am figure skater. Well, no, I grew up figure skating my entire life. I have always really loved ice skating, and like I kind of wanted to pick it up back up just as like a hobby, so I don't know, maybe this book will push me to do that. I want to listen to that because it's a cute like love story that has to do with figure skating, and it's also contemporary, which for my owls, the only challenge that I think I wouldn't complete otherwise, like of all the classes, is Muggle Studies, which is read contemporary. So I kind of want to listen to From Lukov with Love, you know, mark that off on my owls thing because I really want to, I want to finish all of them. I want to be an alchemist. I've decided. I kind of want, I mean, I put Auror and Librarian because I actually didn't think I'd be able to finish that many books, but now that I can, I want to be an alchemist. So I think it's a short audiobook. Oh no, they don't have the audiobook. Are you kidding? I swear that they had it. Is there no audiobook for that? Is that why I'm being dumb? No, there is. Oh, it's only on Audible. hate that for me. I only have one credit left and I don't really want to use it on this. Well, I mean, okay, we're gonna have to figure that out in a minute because I cannot do that big of a decision right now. I like how I walked away with no explanation, but it was because I needed to grab my laptop so we can do and see the video challenge for today. All right, so let's look at the video challenge. I was watching Clockwork Reader's reading vlog. Oh my gosh, probably a lot of you noticed that my video went up last night, but I had an issue with it, like a copyright issue, so I brought it down until it could get resolved, and so it's back up now, but so many people were like, do you know that your video's not up? And I'm like, yeah, I know. But it's up now, so don't worry. Let's look at what the video challenge is.
Hello Reading Rushers, my name is Olivia and I am from the channel Stories for Coffee, and I am here to give you your video challenge. This video challenge is to show off or create your own reading nook. I want you to show off the little details about it, or you could even show off you setting up your reading nook. So I'm going to be personally setting up my own reading nook to give you some sort of idea.
This is actually coming at such a funny time. Okay, let's talk. This is coming at a really funny time because I'm actually supposed to be creating a reading nook today, basically. My dad and I bought this really fluffy, comfy couch that I wanted to put into my reading room. We were kind of planning on bringing that over later on tonight because we're supposed to go to watch Spider-Man, and then maybe after that we're gonna do the whole thing, or maybe before, we're not really sure. We're not big planners. Yeah, and I was supposed to actually be making like a legitimate reading nook area, which I was gonna like film and do for like something else. So it's kind of funny that this video is coming at this time. I guess instead I'll just make like a different sort of reading nook, like maybe like creating a reading space video for this video challenge. I'm not 100% sure. There's like nowhere in my house that I would really set up. I'm not a big like, this is my reading spot, I have to read here kind of person. I tend to read everywhere. I'm big on like just taking my books anywhere with me. I guess like my bed is the most like reading nookish area for me. So maybe we'll do like some cute aesthetic shots. I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's look at the Instagram challenge. So Reading Rush. And, oh yeah, I saw this last night. Very cute. So the challenge today is to take a photo with your current read with your pet. I'm actually really excited about this, mostly because, I mean, I take pictures of my pets while I read a lot, just because they're very cute. They like to like hang out with me, but it's never planned. Like, I cannot plan a picture with my dumb cats, you know? Not dumb. They're not dumb. With my extremely smart and very antisocial cats. You know what's funny? I definitely have pictures of T'Challa. I have a picture posted currently on my Bookstagram of T'Challa, my black cat, with Muse of Nightmares when I was reading it like 2 months ago. I'm excited to do that. I feel like the Bookstagram challenge is exactly like right up my alley. You know, this is gonna be easier than I thought because whenever I set down my table that I use now for like my Bookstagram background with my books, both my cats just want to get on the table. Like, even though it's like flat on the ground, they're like, oh, this is a new surface that we're never on. So they get onto it. So this actually might be a little easier than I thought it might be. For now, I think I want to eat, and then I'm going to read a little bit of Muse of Nightmares. I'm just going to take a break from this because yesterday I had way too much footage and it was a lot, and I ended up posting like a 30-minute video. So we're not doing that today. I just realized, I don't know how I didn't realize this earlier, but I skipped 44 in my Goodreads tracker. To rectify the situation, I'm just not gonna fill in 44, and then like when I hit 45, I'll do 45. Makes sense. Okay, weirdly enough, right now I'm not in the biggest reading mood. I think that what I'm gonna end up doing with Night and Cake and Puppets is actually listening to it on audio, since I do have the option for it, and I do wanna have an audiobook. Is that thunder? It is. Ooh, rainy day, love that. So I think I'm gonna listen to that audiobook as I go today, but I'm still like up in the air about it. I think that right now what I'm going to do is actually read The Princess Saves Herself in this one by Amanda Lovelace, because I just kind of want something that's gonna be easy and fast and like will actually make me realize that I do want to read, you know, because I'm just like not in the mood for it at the moment. And I'm gonna do it right here. This is my reading note, guys, honestly. Actually, it kind of is. You know, we'll think more on that after I finish The Princess Saves Herself in this one. Her like acknowledgement is for Harry Potter. I've never highlighted before, but I don't know. I felt like it would go with the vibe, so. That was a ride. I don't know where to like go from there, but I felt a lot. I felt a lot, you know? It was really good. I don't think it's a 5-star for me. Wow, I feel very out of it now. I did really resonate with a lot of the poems. I liked the flow of the story for the most part. Yeah, I mean, I obviously tabbed it. I did a little bit of a different annotating system. It just felt right for this, especially because poetry is so fast. You don't really want to have to be taking time out to do a different kind of annotation. So I just stuck to one color. I did dark purple because that's one of the colors that I use the least in my annotation method. And then I also highlighted, which is very different for me. I've never really highlighted before, but midliners are meant for highlighting. It did bleed through a little bit, like you can see it like right there, but I don't really mind. Yeah, I finished this. I could have done this for read in one sitting. Read an author's debut novel. That was what this was. Cool. This is my 4th book that I finished for the readathon. And today's day 4. So I am like caught up technically day-wise, which is really cool. I feel like now I kind of just want to read Harry Potter. I like want something light-hearted. Maybe I'll try and read some of Muse, but if it's not working, then I think I'm gonna pick up Harry Potter because I want something like happy. I'm glad I read The Princess Saves Herself in this one, but I feel like that wasn't what I wanted. I mean, no, it is what I wanted, but I wanted something that was gonna like make me want to read more, and that instead made me want to like sit here and think about it for a while. You know, like Tea Dragon Society would have been perfect for this. I should have just reread Tea Dragon Society, honestly. You know what? I think I want to go to Barnes & Noble because it's 1:20 right now, so I do have time because I do have to end this vlog at 5. I have to end it at 5. That way we can go to the movie by 7. I think I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble, maybe stop by, maybe buy Monstrous. I'm not sure. I'm gonna bring Muse with me and then read and see if that works out for me. We'll decide which one I'm taking with me in a minute. I'm just gonna fill out that I read The Princess Saves Herself in this one, and okay, so I haven't 100% decided actually if I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I ended up just editing this vlog, that way I'd have an easier time later on. But before I do decide for sure whether I'm gonna leave my house right now or not, I'm going to give you a tour of my reading nook for today's video challenge. I did decide, like, this is as much of my reading nook as anything is, really. Like, I have all my books around me. I've been doing a ton of reading on this desk during this readathon, and I feel like I've definitely kind of got a good thing going. So let's kind of tour you around, and we're gonna set up the ambiance. First, we have a cup of tea, obviously. So yesterday, I think I cut out the footage, but I was looking at a tea bag that said Jasmine Queen Tea, and I was like, is that green tea? I'm like, I don't think it's green tea. It's definitely green tea, and it's really fancy. It's one of the single packs that my mom got me, and oh, it says it right on the back, green tea. But it's really fancy. It's like in a cloth bag. It's just, we love that for me. And let's kind of show you around. Okay, so my little reading area has changed. A few of you guys asked me if I moved things around. I definitely did. I just moved my desk from like over there to here, where it's close with my stuff. So this is my reading nook. Let's set it up though, because it's not quite finished. Let's turn on all my little twinkly lights. I like to have it on the in wave setting. So once those are all going off, it definitely sets a little bit more of a tone. Then let's actually turn on my crystal because I love to have this on while I read here. Perfect. And this one's actually a white one, but they are supposed to just give off good energy, which is really cool. Love to have that there. We have my little crystal structure right there. And then already we have an ASMR room playing. Ignore all the ugly stuff in the background. That's not part of this. But we have an ASMR room playing. This is, I think, Frenze's divination classroom. So this is the YouTube channel ASMR rooms for all of you guys that have been asking. I discovered them through Books with Chloe's channel. She used to always watch these. And then obviously we can't have a reading nook without having some tea stains. This is from yesterday, and my tea. And lastly, we have to have a nice smell. Lavender vanilla is one of my all-time favorite scents. So relaxing, so warm. And there we go. And then in my reading nook, I obviously have the books that I've finished, my TBR, some extra tabs just in case. It just has everything I need, including a blanket. I almost always have a blanket on the back of this chair because I get cold in this room. And this one is my Gigi blanket that I used on day 1 of the vlog. Yes, that is Gigi from Kiki's delivery service. My boyfriend got it for me a few years ago, but I think he got it from Hot Topic, so I would check there if you want it. And lastly, I have my little pack with all my bookish goodies. So that's it. That's the reading nook. There's even some glasses for when I actually have to, you know, look far away and not be dug into my books. And yeah, I find it super, super relaxing. It's really everything I could have wanted. For anyone that's curious, I'm actually going to be putting my like actual like reading nook couch right in this corner, and then like, yeah. But for now, it's just trash. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Hachette Audio presents Night of Cake and Puppets. Written by Lainey Taylor. Read by Christine Vam and Kevin T. Collins.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna close out my vlog here because first of all, it's exactly 5 o'clock. I'm really proud of myself. Good for me. And I finished another book, which is so exciting. I finished Night of Cake and Puppets. I did end up downloading the audiobook for it on Scribd while I was taking my cat picture because, oh my gosh, my battery's gonna die. BRB. So yeah, I ended up downloading the audiobook for it on Scribd while I was setting up my picture for my cats and everything, just because I did want to be listening to something while I was doing that. And it was so lovely. I'm really glad I downloaded the audiobook because I loved hearing like Susanna's little accent and Mick's as well. This is Susanna and Mick from the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. This is sort of in between, I believe, the second and the third book. That's when the events of this take place, or the first and the second. Yeah, it was just really lovely. After I was done with the cat stuff, I just was following along with it physically since it is a lot of drawings, and I was annotating. It was just so cute. Honestly, it's so funny to see like this side of Lainey Taylor while I'm reading Muse of Nightmares because it is the same author. Susanna and Mick are so lighthearted and funny and quirky and just weird and lovely, and obviously Muse of Nightmares is very serious and not like that, but the humor is the same. That's the one thing that I've been really noticing with Muse of Nightmares is there's a lot of very humorous moments, a lot of great jokes, and this is exactly what I needed to read right now. This was it. I said I needed to read something happy and lighthearted, and this was definitely it, and it gave me the added benefit of seeing Lainey Taylor in a different lighting and wanting to finish Muse of Nightmares now. So yeah, I'm so happy. This fulfills the challenge of read a book with 5 or more words in the title, Night of Cake, ampersand, Puppets. Because it's not and. When you look up and on Goodreads, it doesn't show up, but it's an ampersand, so whatever. So that means that today alone, I finished 3 books, which is really freaking cool because now I'm all freaking caught up. I just have time now to read Harry Potter and to read Muse of Nightmares because obviously I still have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But these are the books I read today. I'm happy. And like they all have annotation marks. Ah, that feels so nice. So today was really great actually. And now I get to go see Spider-Man with my dad, which is gonna be so much fun. I'll be sure to like film a little tonight and then just add it into tomorrow's vlog like I've been doing. I think that later on tonight, Mika and I are supposed to have a reading date, which is gonna be really fun because I get really motivated when I read with her. That's it for today. I uploaded the Bookstagram picture, I did my video challenge, I read 3 books, well, I finished 3 books, and I'm overall really pleased. Let's look at what my page count is right at this moment. There was 50 pages left of Circe, and then there was 195 pages in The Princess Saves Herself in this one, which leads to 245, and then there's 190 pages in Night of Cake and Puppets. Goodreads tried to tell me there was 260, and I almost did just like put 260, but I was like, that's not really realistic. It is 190, so. I'm being an honest booktuber. Love that for me. So 435 pages! I love that. That is so freaking fantastic. That's already so much better than I did yesterday, and cool. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!